Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged and some is not, y'all. Okay? The Fair Act use and everything is in my description box, so let's get to it, y'all. Okay. Now, before I start this Young Dolph update, I want to say this. This was sent to me. Okay, y'all? This was sent to me yesterday. And it adds up with a lot of things that I have been talking about. This is the only reason why I'm going to put this report out. Now, is this report, legit or not? Not sure. Okay, so I'm going to let you all know that now. So I'm going to say alleged. Okay, but from the things that I have been keeping up with, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I'm going to read this report to y'all because you all know today is Monday. And good morning to everyone. I hope everyone have a beautiful day. But today is going to be a very interesting day. Reason being is Stray Drop says he's going to turn himself in today. Okay, y'all? Now, we don't know if he's really going to do that or not, but this is what they're saying he's about to do. Okay? Now, I received a report that came across my desk about Young Dolph, and it's saying an update. I'm going to read the report to you all, and, we'll talk a little bit about it afterwards. Okay? So it says as follows. 3 Memphis police officers involved in the demise of Young Dolph has been identified. Okay? Possibly 2 to 3 more were on the scene. Okay, y'all? We also confirmed that the first group of original witnesses were already placed at the scene as fake witnesses and fake Family Dollar customers. Their job was to distract any real witnesses not a part of the conspiracy by standing in front of them while trying to film or engaging them into a face-to-face conversation to ensure that certain angles would not be caught on camera. This is a very complex assassination and involves an estimated 14 to 20 individuals, mostly Memphis Police Department. This is why Makita's cookies didn't go down. They are pawns promised immunity for their involvement. The assassination or Young Dolph was paid for or by our own tax dollars. Memphis. Okay, now this was the first thing that came across. Okay, now I'm going to read something else to you all, okay? This is something else that, was sent to me. This is the last post, okay? This is what somebody sent to me. We have established a complete RICO case against all involved in the conspiracy to assassinate Adolph Thornton. This RICO case includes Councilman J.B. Smiley Jr., candidate for governor of Tennessee, Dr. Kia Moore, Carolyn Mason, Carolyn Mason, and other staff of the Memphis Police Department, Makita's Cookies 901 Trigger Trey, Keosha James, and Dallas, Texas video editor. And then it has Crisco. Now, I'm not sure if they got this post from, because I've been hearing something about, Say No to Brain Cells were saying, oh, now they put me in there that I did something to Dolph and all of this stuff. So I'm not sure if this came from that or not. But one thing that makes a lot of sense, that if the police are looking into, because there is a report saying that 2 police officers were relieved. Okay, now this report right here is saying there's 3 involved and possibly 2 or 3 more. People was also saying that it took about 17 minutes for the police to show up to the scene, which is almost the same exact thing as Mo3's case. It took a long time for the police to get there. They were taking their sweet little time. So, some of this stuff could be true. It could be true. As far as them mentioning, say no to brain cells, we do know he recently came to Memphis. We know that he's been talking to them on a regular. So maybe the police want to question him to see if, they said anything to him. But from what the looks of this report is, it looks as if it's about to hit the fan. That they are, the feds, they're onto the people that's on the scene that's lying. And somebody is telling it all. And if somebody from Memphis is telling the whole play, okay, because we couldn't get anybody from Dallas to tell the whole play of what happened with Mo3. But it's so much similarities. There were so many people on that expressway that talked to the police that gave out wrong information. And I do believe that's why Mo3 case has not moved forward. Because half of the majority of their witnesses and everything are not legitimate. They were planted witnesses. And this is what this report is saying as well. So, if Straight Drop turns himself in today, are there going to be others that follow? Is this about to be a domino effect? Is there a lot more people about to be, called in for questioning and or arrested, including people from the Makitas? Okay, y'all? I know people want to really badly to say that they're so innocent. But at the same time, you got to look at all the actions and how they were moving. Raven was playing both sides. She was, trying to get her foot in the door. And I'm hearing some more things. They're saying that she's not only, managing, this 901 guy, but she's going with this guy. Okay? And now they're saying that he broke up with the first 48 daughter. There is footage of him on vacation with the first 48 lady's daughter and her, okay? So he was dating the first 48's daughter. Now, is he messing with this girl too? Raven? We don't know. That's just rumors that's going around saying so. Okay, there's also rumors saying that, he's a part of the Sogayo crew. Okay? So, he was he's on the video. She's talking about him doing her hair and all kind of stuff, that he the one that did her lace front and all of this other stuff. But this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that, he's a part of that crew too, which is not surprising to me because anything that has to do with trap has to do with a lot of that as well. If you all been keeping up with the Mo3 case, then you know that there's a lot of transgenders. They're part of this case. They're part of the person that's locked up, for taking Mo3 out. They're part of his life and all of that. So it's a lot of that tied into that. Everybody knows about, Sogayo and Soulja Boy, them all, in their little hotel rooms on the bed, getting their little, the smoke on and everything else. So everybody knows that, they swinging both ways. So is Trick or Trade one of those? I don't know, but this is what I'm hearing. Okay, y'all. So it makes sense for, them all to be entwined with Trap too. Okay. So is this legit? I don't know. But from what is being said in this little post right here, there is going to be a RICO. And it's going to be some top dogs that's heads is going to turn from what this report is saying, if it is true, y'all. I know y'all know how people like to put words in my mouth. But if this is true, do this mean that more arrests are coming? And it could be arrests of some Memphis police that were on the payroll. It could be arrest of possibly, okay, Miss Caroline. Do she have ties to this? Because if that was her family member that got hit up in Covington, and her family member, if it was, okay, because I'm not 100% sure, that's why I say alleged. If it was her family member that got hit up in Covington, then it's a possibility, like I said, that that could be motive for them to, come at Dolph. And not saying that Dolph had something to do with this, but this is how they wanted to make it look, as if Dolph or his crew, the PRE crew, had something to do with this. And I do believe that's why the same car was used. They used that same car to go to Covington and hit up somebody. Then they used that same car to come at Dolph. Maybe they didn't think that it was going to be tied together. Maybe they didn't think people were going to pay that any attention. I don't know. But there were 3 different cars that people on the scene were saying. It wasn't just the Mercedes. They were saying other cars as well. So I just wanted to come on here and report this, because this is what came across, my desk. And they are literally saying that they, somebody's tricking, and they have the whole play of officers that were involved. They have the whole play of people that was out there on the scene that were there. And it makes a lot of sense, because this is the exact thing that happened same thing that happened with the Mo3 case. Everybody on the scene was a part of the play. So this is how a lot of people is getting in and out of these jails, y'all. And they're getting smarter. Well, they're trying to get smarter. But they're getting caught up in a lot of mess. That's why a lot of people wasn't talking about the ties to Dallas. But now everybody's talking about the ties to Dallas. It wasn't no coincidence that the Keosha James person that's from Dallas, she was on the scene. These people were there for a reason. This was premeditated. Everybody was awaiting for to play their parts. That's why it's so important to know that a lot of things is starting to add up now. Okay? A lot of things are starting to add up. Somebody that was not managing anybody, now she's a manager. She's managing artists. Come on now. A cookie shop lady that has an escort business. This is what I'm hearing. She has some kind of escort business that she does. They do dancing, they, whatever else that comes with that. This is what I'm hearing, that she has a business. And I have, information that was sent to me on her having a business, outside of the cookie place. And she says she don't do the dancing stuff anymore and this and that. But I'm hearing that there's other girls under her now that she manages as well that still does this. Okay? So all of a sudden now Dolph gets taken out, and then now her artist, this 901 guy, he has ties to the people that, got hit up in Covington. This guy has ties to the scene of the crime where Dolph was taken out, right next door. He showed up on the camera in the dollar store. Things are starting to rotate back to her. And I know that she has her cheerleader, Say No to Brain Cells, that's on his channel, and saying that, oh, she's coming after all the bloggers and she's going to do this and she's going to do that. Well, I kind of beg to differ on there. This is a woman and her family that's about getting money. They're about getting loans. They're about doing all kind of stuff to make money from what we are, seeing about her. I don't see her. She don't take me as the person that wants to pay a lawyer and go back and forth the court on some bloggers, and she may possibly lose because all this information that's coming out and stuff about her, this is all over the internet. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody is talking about it. She has pictures with CMG members. So everybody is talking about this. She posted a lot of this stuff her own self on her post, with her running out to Dolph trying to get in his car and get his cookies and gone. She's running out with her camera to chase him down to his car and say that he loved these cookies and this and that and that and this. Why 2021? If he's been coming in there for 6 years, why it was so important for her, to me, to let it be known that this was a place that he frequently came to. Okay, y'all? And the thing that, like I said, that don't make any sense, if he's so crazy about your cookies, why on the day that he's taken out, he didn't even order your cookies for himself. He only ordered it for his mother. Supposed to be strawberries and lemon cookies. If this is my favorite cookie spot, I'm going to order my cookies too. Something just don't add up there. Was those the only cookies that was made at the time? So they had to, cover up the lie that they had no chocolate chips made at the time. So they had to switch it up to the mama. Because we have not literally heard anything from any family member, I haven't, that they wanted him to pick them some cookies up. But we have heard a lot about this was one of his spots where he drop off stuff that gets sold and he comes back and he picks up money at. So is this stuff going to come into play? We do know that they do not like to pay their bills. So if somebody was doing a business transaction with this family, it's not hard to believe that they wouldn't, go back on wanting to pay this guy his money when it was time for them to pay him. Okay, that part we're not sure of, but it's not far-fetched. Anyway, I just wanted to read this report to you all and let you all see what is being pushed out into the universe. Okay, and it is, like I said, they're saying, that cops are involved. And they're saying that, a lot of more people are involved. They said up to 20 people. So it's a lot of stuff that's coming out right now. This artist that has, I'm trying to think of his name. I can't think of his name, but he's a CMG artist as well. He has ties to CMG, he has ties to Jay-Z, and he has ties to Yo Gotti. I forgot his name. I'll have to probably come back with that one. But there is so much stuff coming out right now that don't make any sense. And the day of Straight Drop supposedly turning himself in, now they are saying that this big RICO is coming into play. And it's saying that there are up to 20 people that's going down for this. So, like everybody else, let's just sit back and wait and see, y'all. But I wanted to read this report to you all. Okay, and like I said, not sure if it's 100%, but it makes sense. What it's saying, it makes 100% sense that all these people were involved, because it was like this same exact setup with Mo3. That there were lots of people on that expressway, people that were blocking him off, people that were blocking off the traffic to keep people from coming through, and certain people coming up as the witnesses, all kind of stuff. And then we're finding out later that some of these witnesses are tied to to trap the truck drivers and all kind of stuff that was on the expressway the day when Mo3 was taken out. So now we're seeing, after Mo3 was taken out, Trap wrote a song about, actually it was right before Mo3. I think it was before Mo3 was taken out. He had a song out saying that he controls the traffic. And then Mo3 gets taken out in traffic that is controlled by a lot of people that was out there that was tied to Trap. So this is gonna be a big thing, y'all. And I do believe that they're getting sloppy. They're getting really sloppy, and I do believe it's about to come back on them. And once they connect the dots that both of these cases are tied, then I do believe this is going to give a new wins to Mo3's case. Okay, this is going to, make people start looking into a lot more things that we've been talking about that happened with Mo3 case. So it's going to shed some light on Mo3 case as well. So please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank y'all so much for watching. Peace.